Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Wings Inc. Wrestling Conference. Before I begin, I always like to say thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, hit that thumbs up, hit that notification bell, let you know when a new The Wings Inc. Wrestling Conference drop. Comment below. I do engage in the comments. I do answer. Um, Before I begin, I always like to give a rating of Raw between 1 to 10, and I'll probably say I have to give it another solid 7. Nothing really spectacular happened tonight. Um, Nothing really surprising. Nothing really stood out tonight. But let's get right into the show. Raw just finished for me. I know it started at 3 o'clock. I was an hour 20 late, so I had to start from the beginning. So I just finished it now. Overall, gosh, was it? Crap. What's the name of the town? Scotland. Sorry, Scotland crowd was amazing tonight. I do love these international crowds. It really does bring a lot to the show, especially with the energy, making the matches much spectacular and fun to watch and stuff like that. But let's get right into the show. John Cena has opened Monday Night Raw once again. He opened it last week. He opened it this week again. I do have his promo right in front of me. When John Cena came out, they was basically singing his song, John Cena sucks, John Cena sucks. I believe last week was way much louder and more harsher. But they was more harsher too. They basically did F you Cena, shut the F up. Cena sucks. They tried to do Let's Go Cena, Cena sucks, but that didn't last long. But yeah, Netflix was trying to bleep out the cursing, but it felt like they just like, F it, just leave that drink, just leave it in there, just whatever. So John Cena starts off with something on your mind. Cena asks once he was inside the ring, it seems like you have something you want to say to me. The fans boo. Cena said the fans were there to do their worst. He said they finally understand. He said they finally understand what's going on and that he's turning the spotlight onto the fans. Cena said he would turn on any fan in the crowd and rip them apart. Cena said he put the clueless kid on blast, the kid that was from last week, that was like everywhere. Cena said that the kid, poor, pathetic face was everywhere, and you all loved it. Cena held up his mic, and there was a F.U. Cena chant. Cena asked whether he was worse at the one guy or actually tells the truth, who's the fans usually profanity and laugh at the kid. Yeah, so basically, I forgot what he said. I forgot what he said about I think he said something about the people wearing his merch and stuff like that, and they basically showed like the kid's face, and the kid was just like clueless and stuff. That was funny. Then he started basically talking about how he knows about the fans like all this long. Now he finally knows like how they are, and basically stuff like that. Cena said that the fans will always tell him everything about themselves because they so desperate and want to matter. Cena recalled giving the fans the Spinner Championship. I hate that title. That was like the worst title I ever saw in my life. That stupid spinning title. Cena said all you had to do was Google negative comments about the spinner belt. Cena said the fans told him how stupid he was for turning their championship into a toy. It was stupid. I hate that belt. Cena said that was the biggest mistake they ever made because it told him what the fans really care most. Cena declared that he's going to ruin wrestling. Now, see, this part of the promo, this is what I like. The other stuff, when you were talking about how he knows all about the fans, he could rip each fan one by one. He know, like, now he finally gets them and understand them and blah, 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 blah. He know them more than he know themselves, blah, blah, blah. That stuff was trash. But this right here, now I'm interested. I wasn't interested before. Now I'm interested. Cena declared that he's going to ruin wrestling. Cena said he will ruin it for every fan, every wrestler, for everyone. Cena said he will make history by winning the 17th World Championship at WrestleMania and will force the fans to forget the name of the fun machine, Ric Flair, and they will forever say the name of John Cena. Now that's Hill right there. Now we getting somewhere. To sit there and be like, all right, cool, bet. I'm gonna sit there and get rid of the name Ric Flair. I'm gonna get rid of 16-time champion Ric Flair. I'm gonna get rid of that because now that means nothing. Because now once I win 17-time champion, the first name you're gonna think of 18-time, sorry. No, 17, I'm sorry. 17-time champion. The name that's gonna bring up is gonna be John Cena. But even worse, I'm going to win the championship, the center of every superstar of the entire business, every fan in this building. I will win that championship and retire with it. I'm taking it home with me. Now, that's cool. Now you got me. See, now this is what I'm liking. So basically, what he's going to try to do is basically take the WWE hostage, meaning that, all right, cool. This is what y'all love, right? The title, right? This is the basically the centerpiece of WWE, the championship. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the championship and I'm going to leave, meaning that you ain't going to have the original championship because the original champion is going to be mine. You're going to end up and have to create a toy title and call it the WWE because I'm going to have the original WWE title. I like that. Then WWE champion Cody Rhodes makes his entrance. I'm sorry, what did you say? Cena asks. Cody asks. He said you was going to take this away from me. Do you have to take it away from you? Take it away from them? Don't you have to take it away from me first? Cody said this is perhaps the most dangerous that Cena has ever been. But he made a massive mistake by saying that he said in front of the fans while he was in the building. Cody recalls Cena saying he wanted to take the belt. Cody laid the title on the ground and told Cena that he would give him a chance to take it. Both men dropped their microphones. Cody unbuttoned his shirt, then squared off for a moment, and then Cena exited the ring. Cody called Cena's name, which led to Cena turning around and walking back towards the ring. Cena stopped, turned around, and shook his head no, while walking towards the back. Cody said he needs Cena to see him and all the fans and understand that his psychiatric needs to take the belt does not overweight the rights to keep it. The champ is no longer standing there. The champ is standing in the center of this ring. Cody declared. Cody said Cena was walking empty-handed, and that's how he will end up walking away from WrestleMania in WWE. Now, I'm liking this. Last week, I didn't like the whole promo thing of blaming the fans. Like, you never supported me. You was never there for me. You never asked me how I'm doing. Bump that. This one, going to the point where now we know his plan going into WrestleMania and why he's doing it. Now we're getting somewhere. And I'm liking this. Oh, I'm liking this. It's to the point where I kind of feel like I hope he does win now. Because I want to see where this is going to go. Cena taking the WWE hostage, I think that would be a good summer. And then now you have other people try to sit there and take the belt from him. I'm loving it. All right, so going on to the first match of the night, we got Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. We found out that's his partner. A-Town Under, Austin Theory, and Grayson Waller. This was a really good back and forward match. It's really good to see the Usos back together. Back together and stuff. So that was kind of cool. Walter made a blind tag, then Theory double team Liberties with Jay was led to Theory getting a 2 count. Theory went to the middle rope and went for the elbow drop, and Jay avoided. Jimmy tagged in. Jay tossed Walter to the air, and then Jimmy hit him with a Samoan drop on the way down. Jimmy went to the ropes and then crushed by Waller. Jimmy came back with a super kick. Both wrestlers tagged out. Jimmy elevated to charge Theory, who was then speared by Jay on the way down. The Usos hit the 1D and the Jay pinned Theory. After the match, the Usos were celebrating on the ropes, and Gunther into the ring and knocked Jimmy to the floor. Jay fought Gunther, hit him with a pair of super kicks. Jay went to spear, but he slipped, and then Gunther walked worked over him until Jimmy returned to the ring with a chair. I'm still not sold on this feud. There's nothing. It feels like there's nothing they can do with the whole Jay and Gunther that's gonna make this any more better. Like it's to the point where we saw Gunther beat this man 3 times. 3 times. I don't care. This is not this is not helping me. Like I really don't care about this. Like I'm not a fan of this. I'm really not a fan of this. I don't really care for Jay and Gunther. I kind of hope the triple threat. I mean, yeah, the triple threat match, Seth, Roman, and Punk. I hope that's the main event. I could be wrong, but I know I hope it's the main event. Then they had a backstage segment where they actually had a video of Americano, which is I think his name El Grande Americano. El Grande Americano. Yes, they had a video segment of his debut that he will be wrestling tonight. And then Gable came out backstage and basically told Adam Pearce that he was very sick and he can't compete tonight, and that he have a doctor's note, which was weird. He came with a doctor's note. And then Rey Mysterio just came like, "Are you kidding me? Or what is this? Are we in high school?" And then Pierce kept saying like, "It's legit. It's a real note that he can't wrestle." And then Gable was basically like, "Oh, won't Americano fights Dragon Lee tonight?" And then Adam Pierce is like, "All right, then yes, it's going to be It's going to be Americano versus Dragon Lee." But second match of the night, we got Laura Valkyria versus Raquel Rodriguez. This was a okay match. Like I did want, I don't know, for some reason I'm not a fan of the women's Intercontinental Championship. It feels very lackluster. It doesn't feel important. Like for some reason, whatever's going on SmackDown is popping. SmackDown is basically where's it at, because you got the tag team champions is amazing. You got Chelsea Green with the United States Women's Championship, which is going crazy over there. And then when you cut to Raw, the tag division sucks. And then you barely see Laura. She finally wrestled tonight. And it was okay. It wasn't all that. Yeah, like it wasn't really all that. But I don't know. Rodriguez fought back and hit the corkscrew elbow for a 2 count. A short time later, Rodriguez set up for a move, but Laura countered into a DDT. Laura hit the pin, but Morgan put Raquel Rodriguez's foot over the bottom rope to save her. Valkyria ducked and blast Morgan with a drop kick through the ropes. Rodriguez grabbed Valkyria and set up for a power bomb, but Valkyria countered into a pin and got the 3 count. This was actually okay match. Like I said, it wasn't really all that. It is what it is. After the match, Rodriguez and Morgan attacked Laura, Valkyria. Bailey came for the save, so I'm guessing the next opponent for Laura will probably be Bailey, which I think will be way better. If you put the belt on Bailey, I think it will be way better, and she'll probably make the title even more better. That's just my opinion. So we go down. We're going down. I think I wrote like a little bit. I don't want to put everything because I wrote a lot. All right, so now we have Io Sky, Bianca Belair. Before they even came out, Adam Pearce did say something like, I didn't like how Rhea Ripley just put her name on a contract and basically just like, all right, I declare I'm going to be in the WrestleMania match, blah 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 blah. Anyway, so Adam Pearce put that drink to rest, and it was like basically the whole week he's been telling her that she could have a rematch she could have a rematch, but just where it won't be at WrestleMania. You can't just sit there and put your name on a contract and be like, all right, I'm in WrestleMania. I'm going to be in WrestleMania. He said, no, that doesn't make any sense. It's going to be Io Sky versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania, no matter what. Io Sky came out, and then Bianca Belair came out. They both said no. Yeah, they both said they piece. And then Rhea came out and basically told Adam Pearce that I want my rematch. She came out and said, I don't care about WrestleMania. All I care about my rematch. And he's like, oh, now you want to care about your rematch after I've been telling you for a week now. And she was like, yeah. She goes, you know what? Then all right, cool. You're gonna have your match next week. You're gonna have your rematch. It's gonna be Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. And then basically they started fighting each other, attacking each other, and stuff like that. It's definitely going to be a triple threat. I hope it doesn't, but it's going to be a triple threat. Then going backstage, the New Day came into Adam Pearce to tell him that they're the greatest tag team of all time. They want this shot at WrestleMania. He like, first of all, you don't come to my office barging in, saying, demanding stuff. Have you not seen what I did out in the ring? You can't do that, and it's not going to happen. If you want your match, what you should have done was you should have came to me and said, I'm the greatest tag team of all time. I want a match for next week and to qualify for a WrestleMania match. He's like, you're not going to get that. Get out of my office. And then after that, Bianca came out and was like, what was all that out there? Which was weird because she was out there and he explained everything. I don't know. But he's like, you know what? No problem. You won't just be sitting sideline like you did last time between Io Sky and Rhea Ripley's match. This time you're going to be in the match as the referee. And Bianca was like, I don't know how to referee. He like, well, you had a week to learn. So now Bianca Belair is going to be the special guest referee for Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. And I have a feeling that this is not even going to end like at all. To be honest, it's going to be, I don't know. It's going to be a triple threat. Just turn into a triple threat. That's basically what it's going to be. Not a big fan of it, but I don't know. Then going on to the third match of the night, we got El Grande Americano versus Dragon Lee. Actually, this was a fun match. This was a very fun match. I was not expecting this match to be good, but then again, it's Chad Gable. Chad Gable was very amazing in the ring. This was really good. Americano spike, power drive, Americano suplex Lee off the apron. That was an amazing bump. Like, holy crap. Off the apron to the floor, heading to an early break. Americano suplex Lee into a corner of the ring. Americano went up to the top, attempted moonsault, yet landed on his feet when Dragon Lee avoided it. Lee powerbomb Americano and got a 2 count. Lee went to the ropes where Americano was tried up to a tree of hoe. A "This is awesome" chant broke out. Americano sat up, pulled Lee's mask. Americano set up and pulled Lee's mask off while suplexing him into the mat. Lee covered his face. Americano put into an ankle lock and got the submission win. That's a great match for Americano. I hope Chad Gable's proud because, Chad Gable put him on. And so that's really cool for Americano. But I kind of hope that Chad Gable could have been in that match. But, hey, we got a great match with Americano. And he's from a Gulf of America. So that's great. This match was great. It was very short, not that fast, but it was really good. I want to see more of Americano. I hope he's here to stay. That was a good match. All right, then we have a CM Punk promo. So CM Punk chanted, despite his history with Scotland on Drew McIntyre, Punk said it's hard to be pissed off when he comes out to an ovation like that. Punk said that he's tired and jet lagged. Punk said he's been concerned about his road to WrestleMania. Punk said he's not getting what he want, or am I? Punk asked. Punk said he wanted to win the Royal Rumble. He did not. Punk said he needed to win the Elimination Chamber. He said the more things change, the more things stay the same. I work with children. Where we heard that line from? Punk said he called Seth Rollins a little diaper piss baby. Punk said that it's simple math and that the two men standing in his way is what he wants must go. Punk said Rollins had been crying since he returned because the shadow he cast over Rollins belittles Rollins' entire career. Punk said Roman Reigns feels in real time that his wise man isn't just his wise man. Punk winked at the camera. Punk said that it's just business for him. He said there will be an old-fashioned contract signing. Punk asked why some fans was booing. He assumed that they wanted the contract signed in Gasco. Punk said did he so did he, and that's why he was there. Punk wondered if the match would get him closer to what he wants and if it would be another rug pull from the powers that be. Punk reminded Rollins and Reigns that neither men have beaten him without the other's man help because you can't. Punk said that he brought them into this business and he can't wait to be the man who takes them both out. Best in the world, Punk said before dropping the mic. This was a good promo. The whole I work with I work with babies. That was funny. Yeah. So this was a really good promo. Oh, I mean, not work with babies. I work with children. That line came from the AEW scrum when he basically told like the elite. He called them children. That I work with children. That was a good line. I don't think I don't think Scotland caught it, but this was a good promo. This really intrigues me into like into the triple threat match. Like I want that match to be the main event of night one. I can't see Jay and Gunther being at the main event. I mean, you could still do the main event, like no one's gonna boo it because Jay winning, that everyone yee and stuff like that. That's a good go home. But people who watching is gonna be like, it's gonna be an eye roller. Like, really? You could have put Punk, Seth Rollins, Seth, and Roman in that spot. But anyway, this was a good promo from CM Punk. It was definitely good. Going into the main event of the night, we have Braun Breaker versus Penta for the Intercontinental Championship. This was a really good back and forth match. Was I like after watching the match, I was thinking like, I mean, going into the road to WrestleMania, we seen titles basically switch hands, which was crazy, especially when it's road to WrestleMania. Usually titles is usually protected once you're on the road to WrestleMania, meaning that no title changes hands, but we've seen titles change multiple hands. So that's going to be interesting. So after going into this match, I'm like, could Penta win? But I'm a type of person like that had to be a WrestleMania, you know? So I was kind of optimistic going into this match. I was really thinking that Penta could win, but of course there was some shenanigans in this match. Of course. Penta took Braun Breaker down with a hurt piranha. Breaker went to the top apron. Penta jumped for the middle rope for a move, but Breaker caught him with a knee strike that sent Penta to the floor. Breaker jumped from the apron, then clotheslined Penta, causing both men to tumble over the broadcast table. That was an amazing move right there. Dominic and Carlito walked out, were booed, heading to break. Penta dropped Breaker with a super kick. Both men were down where there was dueling chants for Penta, powering up by barks for Breaker. Penta then spent Breaker to the floor and then set up a suicide dive, but Breaker caught him with a shot from the floor. Breaker returned to the ring to set up for a move, but Penta countered with the backstabber. For a near fall, Penta went for a destroy, but Breaker stuffed it and then pressed Penta above his head before dropping a gutbuster style, which led to a near fall. Penta went to the ropes. Breaker ran up to the ropes and hit a Frankensteiner for a near fall. Breaker lowered the straps and then barks at the crowd, which drew a lot of barks to return. Breaker turned into a setup move, but then was distracted by Dom standing on the apron. The referee went after Dom. Meanwhile, Carlito climbed onto the apron and was pulled into the ring, speared by Breaker. Dom clipped the back of Breaker's knee, and the match ended with a disqualification. Dom attacked Breaker, who quickly fought back until Finn showed up and then slammed the chair over Breaker's back. Balor hit Breaker with another chair shot. Balor looked like he was going after Dom, but he passed the chair and then watched Dom jab Breaker with it. Penta asked for the chair. Dom gave it to him and then made Penta hand gesture. Penta looked at Breaker, then looked at the crowd. Penta tossed the chair at Dom, who caught it, and then Penta super kicked the chair at Dom. Breaker attacked Penta and then knocked Breaker out of the ring, slamming the chair into his back and again. So basically, this is setting up for, I'm guessing it's going to be a tag match for next Monday. It's going to probably be Braun Breaker and Penta versus Finn and Dominic. And I think down the road, we probably might get a Penta and Braun Breaker rematch because this thing ended in disqualification. Overall, this was a good main event. This was a good ending of the show. Like I said, throughout the show, it wasn't really nothing spectacular today, but everything else was good. Like I said, it was overall good show. I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to leave it right here. Thank you for watching The Wings Inc. Wrestling Conference. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, let you know when a new The Wings Inc. Wrestling Conference drop. Thumbs up, it helps out the video. Give me a like. That also helps out the video. Comment below. I do engage in the comments. I will answer them. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next episode.